Okay folks, I'm back with a little short video on amateur radio here. One of the many things that I'm involved in. Anyway, this is the power cord end for an ICOM IC751 that I just had rebuilt not long ago. This is the power leads, obviously, and this is the end that goes into the rig. So what I do with all of my HF rigs and all of my VHF, UHF rigs is I incorporate a ground wire into a sleeve so that when I plug this in to the back of the radio, and that's an ICOM plug, there's a green wire hanging off the end of here to kind of remind me, hey, you probably need to hook up the ground too. And then the other end, right here, goes to the grounding bus bar. I've got about an extra, I don't know, foot on either end to make sure that I've got enough to connect it. This side here probably not going to need to be this long, so I'll take some of the wire and pull it through. But I find this is a good practice because, number one, it reminds you to hook up the ground, dude. Separates all the wires at the ends, but the rest of it is all in this jacket, which kind of neatens up the installation a little bit, because then you don't have 3 loose wires running all over your shack. And that's per rig. I've got several HF rigs, and VHF and UHF as well, and I've done this same treatment with all of them. Sometimes it's this nylon stuff that's kind of stretchy and collapsible. Other times I've used wire loom. It's kind of corrugated looking on the outside, and it's split down the middle, and the wires kind of go down into the split, and then the split closes back up and keeps the wires under control. The other thing that I'll do with this one when I'm done with it is I'll get all of this back down here and I'll zip tie this off, and I'll show you how I do that here after I get a little bit of soldering done. I'm going to solder the that one's crimped. This one here is just the bare wire still, but I'm going to strip that and solder this little terminal end on it, and that'll be the end that goes to the grounding bus bar. Anyway, I'll get that soldered and then solder this one after I crimp it, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've got my little ends soldered on there that go to the ground lugs. On this end it goes to the grounding bus bar. On this end it goes to the back of the rig, because that's the plug in. The plug kind of withdrew down in there. But the next step is to get some zip ties and finish this up right here. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go grab them because I forgot to bring them out here, and then we'll do that. Okay, so here we're all set for the zip tie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a zip tie right around here, and then I'm going to reflect the cover back and zip tie it again right there. So the outside zip tie will be black. The ones on the inside, the color doesn't matter, but I like the ability to, you know, kind of make it match and look professional. So I'm going to put a zip tie around here, and then I'll be right back. I apologize, I don't have a camera stand to do this. I'm holding the phone with one hand. Okay, so let's see if we can make this work. So I've got the zip tie on here, pulled nice and tight, and then what we do is we cut it here, and then we take and reflect it back on itself. About that much. And then we're going to zip tie it again with a black zip tie. And I got to go over there and get my zip ties. Okay, so now what we do, we've got it reflected back just a little bit, and we're going to zip tie it right here. Just like that. Pull it nice and tight. And then cut it flush. And then what you do with this end right here, which can be kind of sharp, take and burn it with a lighter just so it melts just a little bit and rounds off the edges. Yeah. Just like that. And then we do the same with the other end. This is the rig end, obviously. And take the zip tie. This is the inside zip tie. Pull it nice and snug. Cut that one. And then see how this stuff is like a bubble? You get a bubble going and just reflect it back on itself like that. See how I did that? And then the other black zip tie right here. And this is the one that gets burned to melt it, because see, that's, you can see the little sharp edges on it already. Because this zip tie, I cut it off of something else. Nice and snug. Cut. And that one's got a pretty good piece sticking up right there. If you're doing something with hands that are ungloved, you will find that sharp piece. And then just melt it until it bubbles a little bit. Nice and smooth. So you got your part that goes into the rig, part that goes to the ground, and a nice power cable that'll slide through holes and just, I mean, looks way more professional. This is kind of big stuff right here, but it fits those 3 wires with ease. They make this stuff smaller. I probably could have used smaller stuff, but that's a good treatment for your power wires, really, for any rig. I got about a foot, maybe, not quite, of ground lead end on the power side, and where it plugs into the jack on the back of the IC 751. I know this ground will reach because the plug's here and the ground post is over here. So anyway, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good treatment for your HF rigs, for your power cables, and it gives you a nice professional appearance. Basically one cable with 3 wires in it. Good way to clean up the power runs in your shack. Anyway, 73, thanks for watching, and if you like this content, be sure and like and subscribe. I'll try and do about a video a week of something related to ham radio or ThinkPads or something. Alright, 73, take care. Thanks for watching.